What is up, guys? It is your boy Keeper Real. I want to thank you guys for tuning into today's video. I hope you're having a wonderful day and the rain that fell down became a rainbow. So today I'm going to be taking a look at what is going on with Blizzard and Steam. So if you did not know, Blizzard has its own launcher and it's called Battle.net. And for the longest time, a lot of the Blizzard games have not been released on Steam. For example, if you go try to buy Diablo 4, it will not be available on Steam. You have to go onto the Blizzard launcher to purchase it there. It's not that that's a bad thing. It's just very restrictive because not a lot of people like the Battle.net launcher. They don't like the Blizzard launcher. They would rather use the trusty old Steam that's been around for years. Their Steam summer sales are awesome. So, I can't blame people for wanting this to come over. Now, the first game Blizzard is putting on Steam is going to be Overwatch 2, so I can't just jump up and down and be like, hip hip hooray, because we know that Overwatch 2 released, and it was a quick money cash grab for the cosmetics. That's all it was. It wasn't really an update. It wasn't a new game. Maybe they put some new characters in, but dude, you could have updated it, or you could have just re-released the first one and just called it that. So let's read on IGN. It says, after years of dogged commitment to its own After years of dogged commitment to its own PC launcher, Battle.net, Blizzard is finally caving and releasing a handful of its games on Valve's popular storefront, Steam, and is starting with Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 will come to Steam on August 10th, with a storefront page for the game already up. This release will coincide with the new content update, Invasion, which includes PvE story missions, a new PvP game mode, 2 new maps, and a new hero. Users will still need to connect a Battle.net account to the game to play Overwatch 2 via Steam. This is where we're getting a little muddy. So it's just in time for the DLC. So I know Blizzard is saying that they're using this to make more players, give more players access to the game, but the reality is anybody with a PC can just download Blizzard, the Blizzard launcher. Now, sometimes it might be hard to create an account because some people have certain service providers for their cellular device that doesn't allow them to do the authentication. So that was a whole nother thing when Blizzard and COD, they did a little update and then people's accounts were locked and they couldn't get back into it. And that's still going on. So me personally, I don't like the Blizzard.net launcher. So I'll stick to Steam. But let's go back to the topic, Overwatch 2. So they're releasing it just in time for the Invasion update. Okay, a little bit of a cash grab, but hey, at least more players are getting access to this game. And now where I'm taking this, and I know this is a big turn, is the recent Activision, Blizzard, Xbox, Microsoft acquisition. If you did not know, Xbox has been trying to buy Activision and has been blocked by the FTC and the UK government. Now, after the FTC basically got rejected in the appeal of the acquisition, now we have deadlines and it's back up and running and they're cooking. Xbox is still trying to acquire Activision. So let's read a little bit and just do a little quick glance, guys, so you guys know. The Supreme Court rejected an 11th hour bid to stop Microsoft's $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, maker of popular games like Call of Duty, Candy Crush, and World of Warcraft, knocking down what appears to be the last legal challenge standing in the way of the deal's closing. Supreme Court Justice Elena Kagan on Tuesday turned down the request, filed by a group of gamers for an emergency injunction to halt the merger. On Friday, the Federal Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied a request by the Federal Trade Commission to stop the merger, coming after a federal district court judge on July 11th rejected the FTC's request. So this merger for the FTC has not been blocked. It is still an active request. They were waiting for the UK, but so far the UK has basically said, hey, if you provide us with enough details, you might be able to get Activision. Here we go. So you guys know now that Blizzard has just started releasing games on Steam. And what did Xbox say they were trying to do when they purchased Activision? Correct. It is to put more games on more platforms. Here we go. This is a new step. Activision might have unexpectedly fixed some old Call of Duty games matchmaking. Here recently, in the past few weeks, the old Call of Duties has been getting a burst of new players. A burst of old players hopping into the old games after matchmaking updates. So let's read on Gamer Rant. Activision may have unexpectedly fixed the matchmaking for some old Call of Duty games, sparking speculation about the series' future. The Call of Duty franchise goes back to 2003, and as a result, there are several installments that have fallen by the wayside as more have been released, but Activision may have a new plan for the classics. Given that Call of Duty has been a series that has annual releases, the Activision FPS has an extensive library of titles. While the latest Call of Duty launch is known for having spawn and balance issues, some older ones have become unpopulated due to development resources being allocated elsewhere. However, the inactivity of these old Call of Duty games may become a thing of the past based on the fixes that have been spotted in Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, and more. Alright. Charlie Into has shared a viral clip from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, not its remastered counterprint. That video that was presumably recorded recently was captured with the Xbox 360 version of the classic Call of Duty, and it shows the player named Akazeko looking for a game of team deathmatch, which would... Hey, if you're jumping back to the original Call of Duty release, you're probably not gonna... You probably wouldn't be able to find a match last year. But look at this, guys. 3,000 players online on the Xbox 360. Boom. Straight into a game. Recent, July 12th. Now you're telling me that not only is Blizzard trying to get back to Steam, Activision is starting to bring back the old CODs, give them a little bit of life, and it's almost just as if it's right in time for the Activision acquisition with Microsoft. Let's read about Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has over 10,000 people playing the game at the time of this writing. Again, a July 12th article. It was released on Sunday. This deal is still continuing. And if you know how business works, these deals have probably gone before the public has noticed. This is a deal. I hate speculation and being a theorist. But come on, Microsoft is probably nudging Activision to do things about their old games to get bought out because Activision wants to sell for $69 billion. They definitely do. That's a lot of money. So to add on to fuel the fire, the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard's merger agreement date will move from July 18th to October 18th, giving them time to keep pushing out new games such as Overwatch 2 on Steam, pushing older Call of Duties, pushing new updates, and I am just like baffled because I started thinking about this and I'm like, guys, it's a probability that Microsoft has already grabbed a hold of Activision's neck and is wringing it and telling it, update, 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 change, change, change. And this is where Microsoft was trying to go anyways. Take it how you want to, but all these signs point to a bunch of games being reactivated, being put on new platforms, essentially what Microsoft was saying they were going to do. Sorry about that. That was my dog. But hey, things like this happen, and I honestly can't wait to see how this unfolds. I just wanted to bring this news to you guys. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe, and have a wonderful evening.